All right, Omaha recently labeled the 5th worst city for online credit card fraud.
Are we really? Also in this week's Compute This, the Ukrainian cyber crime ring accused of stealing from Omaha businesses.
Here to break it down, welcome back Thor Schrock from Schrock Innovation.
Great
I'm
to see
so
you.
glad I get to bring you guys the
I
good
know.
news
Wow,
on Monday
what is
morning.
Really?
You know?
What's happening in the world?
Don't you wish you were
news.
checking your check engine lights again?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Omaha,
Yeah.
5th worst ranking for online credit card fraud,
How'd
right?
that
Okay.
Explain this.
So there's a company that is a private cybersecurity company that issued a release where they ranked cities in order of how many high-risk transactions that they had, high-risk credit card transactions. I mean, logically, a high-risk credit card transaction would be a transaction that's likely to be fraud, right? Well, if we back this up a little bit, this was a nicely executed PR stunt for this company because, you know, it was in the World Herald on Saturday, it was in the World Herald on Sunday, and here we are talking about it on the Morning Blend Monday. That's why I'm not giving the company's name that did the study, because it was a horrible study. What they did is they said, okay, here's a high-risk credit card transaction. Well, if we step back and say, what do credit card companies call high-risk transactions? If you have ever tried to buy something on Amazon or going online or trying to pay your Cox bill online or whatever the case may be, and you fat finger one of the numbers in the credit card number, or maybe you enter your expiration date wrong or that 3-digit code on the back, maybe you just moved and you forgot to update with the bank, you know, so your billing zip code is now wrong and you type in the wrong zip code. Anything that you type in that causes that transaction not to be initially approved on the first attempt makes that transaction a high-risk transaction.
Even if it wasn't fraud, it was just an honest
Just
mistake.
a high-risk transaction.
And you were saying part of that is because we have two big companies that process a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, when
based
you
here.
think, why would any reason why Omaha would have high-risk transactions flowing through it at a larger rate than, say, San Francisco or New York?
PayPal isn't based in San Francisco or New
No,
York.
their fraud division is based in Omaha. All their high-risk transactions
Right.
come through Omaha. And we have this little company named First Data, and we have all their fraud processing here. So
Yeah.
we have a disproportionate number
What
of...
you're saying, though, is for consumers like us, if you're concerned that by virtue of living in Omaha, that doesn't necessarily mean
you
that
don't have to
your
move to
stuff is
Council
gonna be
Bluffs.
swiped.
You're fine. Or Papillion,
Yeah.
you're good to go. You
Right.
can stay in Omaha.
So it's just misleading.
And there was something that the FBI right here in Omaha, they busted it with the Trident breach, right?
Yeah.
Tell us, what's this all about?
If you have any concerns that the authorities in Omaha are on the ball, and we have more high-risk transactions, but we have a really super slick FBI in Omaha. I mean, okay, so the FBI in Omaha notices that some people are having large transactions removed from their accounts, and they're not aware it's happening. So the FBI calls up this company and says, "Did you transfer $30,000 into several bank accounts over the weekend?" "No." "Okay, just checking. You may want to check your bank accounts and reconcile your books." Most businesses don't reconcile their books daily. It's a lot of work. Have you ever had to balance your checkbook?
Yes.
That's a lot of work on a checkbook. Now imagine
do
you're
that
a
every
company.
day if you had a company.
You're lucky if you do it monthly or bi-monthly, you know. So basically what's happening here is one of the dioceses in Omaha got hit by this, actually. What was happening is if you're a small business owner, now I've received these emails. They were not targeting large businesses. They were targeting businesses that were regional or local
Small
businesses.
local businesses.
Yeah. And they would send them an email saying the IRS had something to tell them. So they would go in, they'd click the link, but the page wouldn't do anything. Well, yeah, it did do something. It infected them with the Zeus banking Trojan, and then that Trojan allowed the attackers from the Ukraine to monitor all the passwords they typed in, to look at all the security images that they were, you have your picture, you have to confirm. They could even take control of that individual person's computer as the trusted computer with the bank account and use it to transfer money.
So who was the victim in this case? Would it have been the businesses alone, or if that business had my information stored, then as a consumer, am I also a victim?
This is where it gets interesting. The Zeus banking Trojan was designed to attack businesses. That's where the money was. They were transferring $30,000, $50,000 a pop from these small businesses. But what ended up happening is as that started to dry up, because the FBI in Omaha busted that ring up, the attackers started using the Zeus banking Trojans to attack individuals and steal not just banking passwords, but Facebook passwords, Twitter passwords, email passwords, anything that they could get that would lead them to some kind of a monetary advantage over you they would use, which is why it's really important, and we talk about this, having proper antivirus on the computer. You need to have a product called Norton 360. Not Norton Antivirus, not McAfee that's free from Cox, not AVG because it's good enough. you need Norton 360 on
Why
your
is it
computer.
so special?
Well, Norton 360 has a different scanning engine. And so, for example, let's say, I mentioned I got some of those emails. Now, I'm in the industry. I know not to, the IRS does not initiate communications with you through email.
You don't click on those emails.
There's a reason people are scared of those envelopes that come. They don't send you an email, heads up, hey, we're sending you an audit envelope. So when you get an email from the IRS, I know not to click on it, but some people do click on it. And when you click on it, if you have Norton 360, Norton 360 knows where the bad neighborhoods on the internet are and where the good neighborhoods are. And so if you don't have Norton 360, you click that link, you get infected. If you do, that page never even gets displayed, and you get a little alert page that says Norton just saved your biscuits.
Norton will notify you that this could be potentially dangerous. He saved your biscuits. Yeah, saved your biscuits. But Norton's going to notify you that that's potentially dangerous. You don't want to open it.
Absolutely.
Listen, you're doing something special for our viewers that I'd love for you to elaborate on.
We have all these cool stories in the paper, so we thought, let's do something just for Morning Blend viewers. This is not on our website. It's not anywhere else. What we're doing is a special on Norton 360. Now, we will install Norton 360 on your computer. We will back it with a full year warranty. If you ever get infected, we fix it for free. If the Norton stops working, we fix it for free. And on top of that, we'll give it to you for $79.99 per computer. Now that is $10 less than you would pay at any of the box stores. Normally we charge $150 because of the warranty and everything else behind it. So this is a huge opportunity. Now it's only Morning Blend, so you have to mention that you saw it on the blend.
You're not offering this promotional anywhere else. It's right here on the Morning Blend. So if somebody comes in and they get this installed, $79.99. If they're having problems with it afterwards, can they bring it into you? How does that work?
Well, first of all, you don't have to bring the computer in to get this installed. We can do it right over our Schrock desk.
Oh, nice.
So you just call the service centers, call any of the 3 service centers, Omaha or Lincoln, and we will do it over the internet, remote to your computer.
So I'm saving the time. I'm not
you don't have to truck it anywhere. And then if you do get infected or you have a problem, again, you don't have to bring it in. You've got a warranty, and we want to service you in the easiest way possible, and a lot of times that's just remoting in and getting the problem solved.
Sounds great. So there are 3 locations, and we'll show you the phone numbers in case you want to take advantage of this Norton 360 offer. You can contact the Village Point South location. You see the number there. And everything's on SchrockInnovations.com. So there's the number for the Schrock Innovations location in Papillion, and then they're also in Lincoln, and you can contact any of those.
Again, but you have to say you're from the blend.
That's
if
right.
you don't say that,
you still got to say you watch the blend.
They will not give it to you. It's an honor, do not offer. I made that very clear to my
staff.
staff.
Should I disguise my voice so that you don't know that it's me?
This is Barry Melson.
I saw you on the Morning Blend.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in and saving everybody's cookies.
Or biscuits.
Biscuits. Thanks for coming in. Bringing the Benson Theater back to life. We're going to meet one of the guys behind the restoration.
The topic turns to distracted driving and something new called M2M. That's right after the break.
It's lose your cookies, save your